Happy Sunday, low carb family. Hope you all have had a great week. I haven't stopped in to say hi for a while, so I thought I would take you along with me as I try out something new. I have been seeing this video on Facebook of a crockpot meatloaf. And although that recipe had some non-keto ingredients, I'm going to experiment and try to make it keto friendly. And I thought I'd bring you along. So this is the first time I've made this. So if it don't turn out, it don't turn out. But we'll find out. I will reposition the camera and show you how it's done. Okay, the recipe calls for 2 pounds of ground beef. I've got approximately 2 pounds in here. And it showed they line their crock pot with foil. To that, you add 2 eggs. And they used onion soup mix, but instead I'm going to use some Redmond's organic onion salt and a little bit of Mrs. Dash onion and herb. So I'm going to put a little of that in there, just a little sprinkle of both. And I'm going to put some ground pepper. And instead of, they use stuffing mix from a box, I've got a cup of ground pork rinds. So I'm going to put that in there. And then lastly, they had used, I believe, milk. I am instead going to use a half a cup of heavy whipping cream. And then just mix it all together. I'm going to, oh, and sorry, a little bit of ketchup in the mixture. And I have Heinz no sugar added ketchup. So I'm going to mix it all together, and then I'll get in there with my hands and finish shaping it up. As you know, if you watch me, I don't do a lot of cooking, and so I don't even know if I've ever made a meatloaf. I know that's pretty sad, but I can't tell you if I've ever made one. So I'm going to mix it together here and then finish mixing it with my hands. While we're doing this, I'll tell you about our week. It was a bit crazy because our refrigerator decided to bite the dust. And so we had to live out of cooler bags and ice packs for a few days. And then we had a repairman come out to check it. And of course, it was the compressor. So he said that's more expensive to repair and replace than it is to get a new refrigerator. So we had to order a new refrigerator. And we thankfully got that delivered now, and it's pretty nice. We just ordered a standard kind of refrigerator, no frills, and but it is nice to have a new refrigerator, just not nice to pay for it. So I'm just trying to incorporate this all together real good, and then we'll shape it into sort of a meatloaf. Some of those pork rind crumbs need mixed in a little bit better. All right, so let's see. Let's try to get it somewhat resembling a meatloaf. As I said, for someone who's not usually making meatloafs, we'll just experiment together here. So I think that probably looks pretty good there. I'm going to go ahead and take these gloves off so I can work a little bit better. And then lastly, you put a little ketchup over the top. Again, I'm using sugar-free ketchup to keep it low carb. Then you simply cover it. I didn't have my crock pot on. I'll turn it on. Cover it and cook it on high for 2 hours. And I'll be back with y'all when it's done, and we'll check it out together. Okay, it's been 2 hours. It looks pretty good, but it needs to be 160 for the internal temperature, and it's at 138. So I'm going to leave it in there probably maybe about another half hour, and we'll check it then. Okay, this is after 2.5 hours. It's at a 173. I'm going to turn it off and we'll take it out and slice it up here in a bit. Here it is out of the crock pot. The end kind of fell off a little when I was taking it out. The rest of it stayed together pretty good. All right, guys. Finished product. Kind of crumbled apart when I was trying to cut it. It still looks good. Got a piece, added a little bit more ketchup. Now we'll give it a taste test and see how it tastes. Tastes really good. Overall, give it a try. Maybe if you have some tips on getting it to not fall apart when you're trying to put it in slices, let me know. As I said, I am new to meatloafs. Here again, fell apart when I tried to cut it here. And I don't know if maybe I just need to let it rest more. It might have cut better. But it tastes really good, and I think you'll like it if you try it. Thanks for visiting, you guys, and I hope you have a great week. Bye.